Hey, I'm Nicky Numbers, professional poker player, and today we're going to talk about poker hand rankings. What beats what? Most of the time when you see hand rankings, you see them displayed for all forms of high card poker, rather than what you're really interested in seeing, which is Texas Hold'em. But really what they aren't showing you is just the hand rankings for poker. They're showing you the hand rankings as if it's for 5-card draw. You know, the game where you see people on TV playing with 5 cards in front of them like this. The old version of poker. Now it's all Hold'em. So in Texas Hold'em, each player has 2 down hole cards, and then there are 5 community cards. These are shared cards that can be used by any player. The best 5-card hand possible is a royal flush, which is not only cards in order, 10, jack, queen, king, ace, but also of the same exact suit. This is the best hand possible in Hold'em. As for royal flushes, you really don't need to think about it because it almost never happens. It's tens of thousands to 1 against happening, so you're not going to see it very often. The next best possible hand is a straight flush. 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, all of diamonds. After a royal flush and a straight flush, the next best hand is 4 of a kind, also known as quads. In this case, we have quad deuces. The next best hand is a full house, which is 3 of a kind along with a pair. In this case, we have a full house of queens. Queens full of deuces. After a full house is a flush. 5 cards, all of the same suit. In this case, we have a diamond flush. 3, 4 of diamonds along with the 10, jack, and queen of diamonds that are already on the board. After flushes are straights. In this case, we have the best straight possible. Ace king on a 10 jack queen board. Note that this ace king is not suited. However, this ace king is suited of the same suit. Just that difference is the difference between a strong hand like a straight and an amazing hand like a royal flush. The next best hand is 3 of a kind. In this case, because there's only 4 deuces in the deck, I'm going to steal the deuce from the quads and put it with the deuce 3. So now I have 1 deuce in my hand and 2 on the board for 3 of a kind. There's also another kind of 3 of a kind though, and that's known as a set, which is where you have a pocket pair in your hand and just 1 card on the board. After 3 of a kind is 2 pair. In this case, we have queen jack for top 2 pair on the board. Now, note there's already a pair on the board with deuces. So even if we just had a single queen, we would still technically have 2 pair. However, that's kind of like a fake 2 pair because everybody already has 1. Using both whole cards to make 2 pair is much stronger than 2 pair with 1 on the board. After 2 pair, the next best hand is just 1 pair. Here we have 4, 3. Note there's no pair on the board. However, because the deuces are paired on the board, we technically have 1 pair. However, we also have the worst hand possible. A better 1 pair hand is when you're using one of your whole cards to connect with the board. In this case, we have a jack 9, which hits the jack for 1 pair. However, because deuces are already on the board, this jack 9 is technically a 2 pair hand. If instead of a deuce, it was a 5, however, now this would be a true 1 pair hand. If no one has a pair, then it comes down to who has the highest card. In this case, we have an ace in our hand, so we have ace high. That's how to know your hand rankings in Hold'em, which is with regard for the board.